Hi everyone, my name is Betty. I have been doing OnlyFans for about 60 days now. Um, I just wanted to come on here and talk about my experience, why I started, how much I'm making, and what I'm going to attempt to do differently to make more and get more subscribers and all of that. So, um, the reason I wanted to start OnlyFans was I wanted to just like have fun and express my sexuality. Um, I just wasn't really like feeling very sexy in general as a woman, and I knew that I wanted to have fun and try things out and just, I guess, get complimented by other people, by strangers, just like get that, I don't know, like get that rush back or whatever, that enticement or whatever. Another reason is I do have like some past traumas from past relationships and non-relationships. Um, when so I have been having sex since I was about 16 years old. And I just had this feeling like I had to just go with the flow and do whatever these boys and men asked me to do, to win them over or to make them happy, or like, I don't know, just the way it worked out in my brain. I don't know. But yeah, and so now with my now that I'm in a good, like, healthy relationship now, I have had trouble, like, I guess, doing all of these things that I want to do, like even dirty talk. That was a huge thing that I did with these past guys, whether it was sexting or like during or whatever. That was always something that I did, and so when I would be having sex or, sexting with my new partner, it was really hard for me. And there would be times like during sex where I would just like say I didn't want to, and it definitely didn't make him feel special or anything, because why not, so I just felt like doing this is like, in a way, like getting my power back, redefining my sexuality, redefining me, figuring out my likes, my needs, my wants. Like, I don't know. I don't, that's just the way I'm thinking. And what really, like, pushed me towards it was I recently got in a car accident, February 27th of 2022. It was really, really bad. I definitely, in the moment, thought that I was not going to make it. But I walked away with a broken wrist and a shattered ankle. I had to get surgery. I couldn't walk for 3 months, a little over 3 months. I had to move out of my apartment and move back in with my parents because I couldn't walk and I needed 24/7 care. I also, because of that, I couldn't work, so I couldn't afford my apartment. And that was just really, really hard because I had just started meal prepping and working on my diet, and I had just started, I think I had just started, like, opened up a membership, a gym membership or whatever. And then I went out door dashing and never got to say goodbye to my apartment. I didn't get to pack it up. I just had to go, it was a lot, and it definitely affected my confidence. It definitely affected the way I viewed myself and all of that. And it was hard not being able to make money and having to rely on people, because I've been pretty independent since I was 16 years old. So, yeah. And so as of now, I'm still gaining my mobility. I can walk now and everything, but it still hurts all the time. My wrist still hurts, so I can't go out to work. And so I thought, well, let me give this a shot. And I've been pretty successful so far. How did I originally start? I was on Tinder and Bumble, and I came across this girl, and me and her were talking, and she was actually a content creator or whatever. And we just like became really close friends, and I was like kind of curious, and so I started a new Snapchat, and she would shout me out, and so I got a good amount of guys from her shout out, and I just started posting and selling content through there, not really knowing my prices or whatever. I just would kind of on the spot like be like, oh, $10, $20, whatever. And so that's kind of what started it. And then I got banned from Snapchat. I got banned from Tinder. I'm not banned from Bumble yet, but yeah, so I lost my main Snapchat too, like my personal Snapchat. So then I came across this agent, and he told me that I should go look into OnlyFans, and I should sign with him and everything. And so I read his contract, I signed with him. I was with him from October 21st to, I just quit December 17th, and today's the 18th, so I just quit yesterday. So almost 2 months. And it was really, like, it was a really great experience. I would say if you're not interested in doing what I am now going to try to do, for sure, like, message me and I can give you his phone number. He really helped me a lot. The way that he did things is he would teach me the algorithm of social media. So I would post a lot of TikToks, post on Instagram, post on Twitter, and yeah, but his main thing was TikTok. And in those 2 months, I believe I got to 256 followers or subscribers, and I had 5 of my own from Snapchat. So in 2 months, I gained like 250 subscribers. So it was crazy. It was exciting. It was like, I don't know. I loved it. It definitely boosted my confidence. I felt gorgeous. I felt beautiful. I felt sexy. I felt just good, you know? I do all of this under a fake name. My name is not Betty, but you know, because I didn't want my family finding out. I don't know, that's just not what I was wanting. And then you know, if I choose to have children someday, I would not want them to be like, oh, let me Google my mom and see all of that. So yeah, I decided to have a fake name. I also am really big on privacy, so I wanted to keep this and my personal life separate, which then made me decide, when I decided to sign on with this agent, I went to Costco and I bought the cheapest iPhone they had, and I added that to my plan. And yeah, it helps me keep everything separate. So like all of my pictures, videos, my all of my different social medias are all on this phone that I'm recording on. I even made a new YouTube, which is this, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to keep everything separate, and I just want to be as anonymous as I can. Um, uh, so what am I doing to keep things separate from my personal life? I basically sat down and I thought, like, if my parents were to find out, would I die? Like, would it be like the end of the world for me? Would it crush me? Would it ruin me? And I realized, like, no, I don't think it would. Like, this is all legal. This isn't hurting anyone. This isn't, anyone who's seeing me and all of that is choosing to. And so, I'm also making really great money from it, and I'm paying off my debts, and I'm having fun, and I feel like this is also, it's become very therapeutic for me as well. So the work that I have put in so far that I think was pretty beneficial is, before I went like live with everything, I made sure I had a good amount of posts posted, like pictures, teasers, just like I also try to interact with my guys as much as I can. If they message me, I try to get back to them as soon as I can. I flirt, whatever. Just try to be as like enticing as you can, because these men want to feel special too, just like we want to feel special and spoiled and all of that. Like, they also want to feel those things, and so you need to just I guess play into that, if that makes sense. But yeah, just make sure that, because if you don't have a lot of posts posted and they see like 3 posts, 4 posts, they're not gonna want to spend the $5, $10, $15, that whatever you choose. They're not gonna want to spend that, because it's like, oh, how long is it gonna take for her to post another thing, You also want to go in with like no expectations, or as little expectations as possible. I definitely messed up with that, because my agent had this spreadsheet, and he talked about how if you start from 0 and then like in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months you'll make this much, and so in 2 months I should be making about $2K a week, and right now that's not really the case. I'm making about $2K a month, which is still great. Like, it's still great, but yeah, just try not to have very many expectations, because everyone's different. It takes time. It's luck also, One thing that I have learned also is that you're gonna have to pay taxes eventually on your earnings and everything. And so once you cash out, is that what it would be called? Withdraw your amount or whatever, put like 30% aside into savings, so that when it's time to pay taxes, that money's already saved up and you're not out however much, but yeah. And also, like, another thing to think about too is, I originally just thought that these men were just gonna be like, oh, they're nasty pigs, like, they don't really matter. But no, like, they are people. They're kind, they're normal, and I didn't really think they would be. But yeah, like, most of my guys are very normal. They like to check in on me. They like to have an actual conversation, because that's also what it is too. It's like they are treating you like a person. They find you sexy, they find you attractive, they want to talk to you. So don't like treat them less than, I guess, because we're all people, and we don't want to be assumed that we are this version that they see and that's it, you know. We're more than that, and so you want to make sure that you are ready and okay and comfortable to take time to respond and actually have normal conversations. I do know that it can be overwhelming and it can be a lot and it can be kind of annoying too, because you know, these aren't your friends. They're not, you know, they're just customers in a sense. They're your fans, they're your subscribers. So it can be annoying keeping up with them and everything, but at the end of the day, like, this is what it is. So, you know, if they're gonna spoil you, you gotta spoil them in some sense, if that makes sense. But yeah, I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. It's helpful, makes it a little easier for you to understand, makes you think a little deeper, I guess. But yeah, starting this is a big deal. It's a lot to think about. You're being completely vulnerable and open and personal, and you're giving that to strangers, you know? So it's a lot to think about, and it's a lot to adjust to, and so I hope that this helps, and I hope that if you have any questions, you can for sure, like, reach out to me. You can leave a comment. If there's anything that you would like me to speak on that I haven't spoken on yet, just leave a comment and I can for sure look into making another video on that. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share my experience. Yeah, I hope that I have been a good help. I have helped you think things that maybe you didn't think about. And yeah, have fun. I just hope that if you do it, it works for you. It's good. It's great. Yeah. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions or whatever, make sure to ask. I will have my social medias linked below as well. But yeah, I think that is it. So that's a wrap on my first YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.